Ocelotl is one of the most unique heroes in For Honor. So why is he born to play? It comes down to one main issue, which is his repetitive gameplay, but there's probably more reasons why a lot of people find him boring within For Honor. So in this video, I'm going to explain why Ocelotl is boring to most people in For Honor and what makes people just stop playing him for a while. Let's get right into it. So to start off on why Ocelotl is boring to most players, we got to look at his moveset. Ocelotl's moveset is a basic moveset. He has lights, heavies, bashes, in-chain bashes, and a zone that has hyper armor and can chain as well. But with these attacks, they are all spammy and repetitive. What I mean is that Ocelotl can use his infinite chain attacks over and over again. With the lights, heavies, bashes, and zones too. They all can be readable too by the opponent, so if anyone is looking at your pattern and what you're throwing out, they're going to instantly try to parry those or block just to read your pattern and what you're throwing out. If you're throwing it out over and over again, that is. His bash is the most infuriating one by many, as a lot of people don't like his bash, and that's like one of the ways where you can actually get some of your damage off is from the neutral front 4 dodge bash, but it's also orange, so people might end up dodging it too. Now, if you even think about throwing out the neutral light or heavy, there's a big chance that you will get parried from those, or the opponent might block it, and then you could possibly go for an in-chain attack at like the bash or another heavy depending on who you're fighting. I mean, you have the zone, but the zone is very easy to see coming from neutral too. So I wouldn't throw out the zone first when playing with Ocelotl, but as I'm telling you guys these moves a little bit, you gotta understand. His moveset is just the same pattern over and over again. Light, heavy, zone, bash, etc. He has unblockable heavy finishers too, but sometimes they can be parried if the person reacts on orange. And for a while, once you just understand this moveset and do it all over again, it does tend to get boring to play with him because his kit is just mainly orange. Now, you want to listen to this on what I will say about Ocelotl's stance. His Jaguar stance is the most irritating move to me, and to maybe players. It is cool now that it can trade since it has hyper armor where you can trade attacks and so on when throwing it out, but that's it. Sure, you can dodge attacks, but it's gotta be timed perfectly. It's not like Nabushi or Jingjun's stance where you dodge perfectly. You might get interrupted when dodging sometimes. Jingjun and Nabushi, they will tend to get interrupted sometimes if you throw it out at the right time. However, his stance is just the watered down version of Jingjun and Nabushi, to be honest. After an extended period of time, some people just don't want to play him if you're constantly getting parried or read like a book. My face is someone who can beat Ocelotl. His moves really just get boring after a while and they just get too repetitive for people. Ocelotl is more of a ganker in 4s. He can be really useful to play with when doing rotations in 4s. He's mainly good at just roaming around. His offense is more about being aggressive and getting the most damage off. However, his offense is like on and off. It can be really cool. There are times you will have to think when fighting with him. Specifically since his neutral opener is a bash, of course, but his flow is just very repetitive. Just go and play offense, gank the person on the point, secure the point, rinse and repeat. Now, I know there are other characters that have repetitive movesets like Warlord, okay, where you do the same move over and over again just to get your damage, but with doing it every match can make you stop playing with him specifically, and just going around doing the same thing in 4v4s, just rotating and just ganking every single time. It does get kind of boring, like if you're playing like maybe 5 or 10 matches or so on. And let me not forget about duels. Duels is the one thing, if you're playing with Ocelotl in duels, you're gonna have like a hard time sometimes. Like you're gonna have to think all the time on what I should throw out and what I shouldn't throw out. It's gonna be a hard time if you're Ocelotl main, to be honest. So you're playing with him in duels, and you have to constantly just repeat the same thing over and over again and just think the same thing over and over again. It can get stressful and it can get boring very quickly. Even if Ocelotl is boring, many people will still play him because of how unique he is, and his fast-paced gameplay style, and his feats too. His first feat will revive him, and he can move undetected. His second feat can reveal the enemy's location, and they will take more damage. His third is mainly an attack buff for killing enemies. His fourth feat, he can throw a spear and deal bleed damage. It's usable only in guard mode only, so you can still play with them, but after a couple matches, either in 4s, now in duels, of course, that is going to be different. If you're in duels, you're going to have that kind of mentality of trying to get through it, but at the same time, it can be stressful over there. It may be boring due to the repetitive gameplay overall. So why is Ocelotl boring to play? Well, it's mainly because his moveset is the same and can be infinite. His playstyle is very fast-paced to a lot of people in Dominion and 44s. I mean, a lot of people have their own style. Like, some people might play defensive, some people might play fast-paced. And, well, his moves, they are very readable too. So you have to think sometimes on which moves you decide to throw out. These are the reasons why he's boring. But don't let it stop you from playing him. He can be fun from time to time. With his feats and helping people on different points and 4s, he gets very boring after a while when you're playing with him. very easily. I know what you're gonna say in the comments, but isn't that with every other character? Yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because, well, one, there are some characters that are very spammy. Of course, you have characters that have infinite types of attacks within their kit, like Hidakiri, for example. Hidakiri has heavies. You can pretty much just spam the heavies over and over and over again. Same goes with Conqueror. He has infinite chain heavies too. And sometimes he'll get boring as well. So he's the same way as Ocelotl. So in the end, you have characters that have the same repetitive moveset that is very simple, very easy, but gets boring very quickly. And no, because you have other characters that have unique moves, but they're not spammy or infinite chain attacks over and over again. So you have some of those characters within the game. But let me just say, he gets very boring very easily for most people. If you're a duelist or play brawls, he can be very boring since you will have to think all the time, like I said earlier, but still he is very unique in the game, so that's why a lot of people will still play him. It's just for his uniqueness as a character overall. But there you guys have it. Those are my reasons why Ocelotl is boring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave down below your own thoughts about Ocelotl. Do you find him boring? Do you not find him boring? Let me know in the comments, and I like to see what you guys say in the comments and get some debates going in the comments too. Be sure to subscribe to help the channel get to 20,000 subscribers. We're very close to 20,000 subscribers. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell to join right now. Also, leave a like if you did enjoy it. Anyways, I'm the TheGamingRaptor. I will see you guys in the next video. Alrighty guys, peace out.